and the New York Jets. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
They're going to run. Here's the rookie from the lateral goes haywire. It's out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble, Brock, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Gotta take care of it.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, son.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, son. 331, go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Airing it out to start this drive. That's complete, David Njoku. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Working on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go now.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Judkins on second down. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They're going play action. Brought in close to the 8. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
From the gun, Judkins. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on third and goal? Looking to throw here. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw left is intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it up. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got a man left. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He just throws this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Here he goes, third and long. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Fields looking to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. 551.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. So 1st down from the 41. Another throw for Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go. 319. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go. 222.
Fields out of the gun. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on third down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So they get dinged for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down.
331.
Fields throwing here. Escapes the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up fourth down. Brought down before the return gets far. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting. It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go.
This is Allen on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Fields now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Austin McNamara on now to punt.
Formation for the Jets.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. On target here to Njoku. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Jets get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's got it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Sanders sends it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Mevis ready to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script. And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. Now the defense got to respond.
And have him gain up about a handful there. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give it to him again. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go. Good. 222.
Third and long for him here. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Here we go. Check, bounce.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Another one for Judkins. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Browns first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Once more into the hands of Jeudy. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Ready? 19.
Here's a throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds the in route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure coming. That's caught for the first. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Don't jump. Ready? First.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son. 3-9-2,
Shotgun snap to Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. Down the field. He's got Wilson. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets grow their lead to 8. Nevis ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Big strike downfield to Judy. At the 20. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. Jukes away from one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
319, just go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
331, right?
Now it's Fields. He sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Don't jump, ready? 222, right?
They'll throw, third and long. It's a little too much into this one. That's too high, brings up fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through three here. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Mevis ready to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
They're going play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Cowboy 80. 19 Wyatt.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's caught. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Allen, running right. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here we go, side.
Fields on 1st down. He's got Smith again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
319.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 4th-quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in 1 season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Nevis with a point after. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Nevis ready to send this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
To throw here on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another throw here on 2nd down. On target here to Njoku. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Throw is caught. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now trailed by just a point in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Rolling out to his left. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Don't jump, ready? 222, 222. Good night.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's finds Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Turn ball, son.
Back to throw it. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down throw for Fields. So this one goes against the offense. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Good.
Now Fields again. That's low and bounces short of his man.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 319, go.
Throwing again, it's Fields. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets pushing to get within range for a game winner. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Good night.
Here he is to throw. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Yeah, he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Now to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Setting up to pass. He'll get this out quickly to Mitchell. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. First down from the 42. Here he is to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. The Jets take their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Here we go. We're good. 319. Go.
Looking to throw it. Oh, my goodness. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this. In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. He'll look to throw it. Catch made left side by Judy. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and move them into field goal range.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Pass play now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. Got to block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Well, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay on schedule.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Fields to throw it. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
And all we can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, son. 551, 551.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. 19 windy, here we go. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Play action, Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here, and this is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT.
Here we go, 3-19.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. That's a tough one. With the drop of a flag, Brock, a touchdown disappears at least temporarily.
Yeah, prepare for that call to be dissected for the next week, I think by everybody, maybe even longer. But you know what, Kate? It's one of those moments. It was a good call. And you're in that huddle saying, boys, snap it clear. Short memory, let's move on and do it again.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Oh, Kate, those are the gut punches offensively. That could have been a touchdown. That's their biggest miss of this game because instead of celebrating in midfield, now they got to go back to work and try to get another look just like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. I'm good. 3-19.
Throwing now. On the move, headed right. Connects on the crosser. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
34-yard attempt.
It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. You got to hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Now it's his turn in overtime. His top target, Njoku, has another one. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Working on 1st down. Completed here to Tolbert. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime.
19 Chargers.
They are throwing it again. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
The throw right side, caught by Njoku. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. It all came down to the situation they hoped for, Brock. Ball in their QB's hands with a chance to win it. And he came through when it mattered most.
And all you really do and hope for in that moment, and when it arrives, is you got the right man under center for the job. And in this moment, he was that dude.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from New York.